Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my first makeup tutorial. I hope you like it. It's all about the look that I'm currently wearing, so nude lips and smoky eyes. So here we go. So first of all, I'm going to be starting off with primer. I'm going to be using L'Oreal Studio Secrets Anti-Shine Mattifying Primer, which is good for my skin type, seeing as I have oily skin, and it just helps reduce my shine. Just going to spread that all over my face with my hands. Next, I'm going to be doing my foundation. I just use a flat surface to apply that on, so it's easy to apply it with a brush. Just using my M.A.C Studio Fix in NC 35, and I'm just going to put that onto my flat surface, and I mix it with my M.A.C concealer, which is NC 30, and I just put a little squirt onto my flat base, and I just mix it, and I use a Sigma Duo Fiber in F50 brush, and it's amazing for giving an airbrush look. I really like this brush. It's really good, and I'm just going to buff it onto my skin in circular motions. And you'll probably notice my skin looks very pale, but it's because I fake tan, and I just don't fake tan my face. So I obviously just use a darker foundation than my skin tone, because otherwise I look very pale and the rest of my body is very tan. So that is why, for those of you that are wondering. And as you can see, it's blending in with my neck and everything, which is what you want. So yeah, all done. Next, I'm going to be using a Sigma foundation brush in F60 for all the crevices in my face, so under my eyes, along my eyebrows, above my lip, and also in the crevice of my nose. It's just really good for hard to reach places. And yeah, so I'm just going to do the tops of my eyebrows, because I always have a little white gap where my Duo Fiber brush hasn't reached, so the foundation brush is really good for that. Really good for under your eyes as well, as they are a delicate area. And the brush that I'm using now, my foundation brush, is just nice and dense for that, and nice and slim. And then above my top lip as well, and along my nose. I really like these brushes. They're really amazing and quite affordable too. So just blending it all in slowly. All done. Now I'm going to prime my eyes with just powder, pressed powder, using my Sigma powder brush and my Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder in darkest brown. I love this powder so much, so I'm just going to get a little bit of powder and just brush it across my eyelids, and it just helps my eyeshadow from staying on and not creasing. Some people use an eye primer. I just find this is the best way for me. So now I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow using my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, starting with base color Booty Call, and I'm just going to show you that one up close. And it's just a sort of shimmery cream color, and just using a flat eyeshadow brush, just get a bit on my brush and sweep it across my eyelids, and just a little bit above my crease, but not all the way, just to get a really nice base color. And I'll just do a little bit on my other eye as well, just so I can keep track of how even they are. And you can see it's just lightened my eyelids a little bit, which is what I want, so that when the colour applies, it's a bit brighter. Using another Sigma eyeshadow brush, just going to be using the colour Chopper, which is a metallic taupe colour. And just using a little bit on my eyelid just to add a little bit of shimmer and a little bit more intense colour. And I'm just going to keep building that colour up until I have a really, really pretty colour on my eyelid. Just keep building it up. And just always make sure you tap off the excess off your brush, otherwise you end up with all the fallout on your cheek. And it's really hard after you've done your foundation to clean that up. And now just taking a crease brush, I'm going to dip that in the colour YDK, which is a almost golden brown colour. I'm just going to be using that as a base crease colour, and then I'm going to be using Busted on top of that just to build it up a bit. So it's a really intense sort of smoky eye. I love smoky eyes. They're just really sexy. You can do a dramatic smoky eye. You can do like a more natural smoky eye. So this look I would say is more of a sultry, sexy one because I'm using darker shades. Now I'm just going to really build that base color up so that when I put my Busted color on, it's really dramatic, which is what I'm going to do with my dome brush from Sigma. And I'm just going to get Busted and just really make sure you tap off your brush, otherwise you end up with fallout under your eye and it's really hard to clean up. And I'm just going to really build up the dramatic crease. As you can see, it's so easy. These colors are so easy to blend and everything. Really, really nice colors, really good pigmentation, last all day. I love this palette. I just got mine off eBay for like $60. It's so good. I'm so glad I bought it. I use all the colors, so it's really, really good. So I'm just really, really getting into the crease. And as you can see, it's just really built up. And I fast forwarded through so I can show you how to blend. So now I'm just blending with my blending brush. Nothing worse than a smoky eye that hasn't been blended. You need to blend with your eyeshadow, any sort of eyeshadow, not just smoky eyes. Otherwise it just doesn't flow. So I'm just using a really large fluffy eyeshadow brush for my blending brush. And as you can see, it's all blended, and I'm going to now clean up any excess eyeshadow that's fallen under my invisible diagonal line that you create from your lower lid, and you just drag it up to where your eyebrow is meant to end, and anything lower than that you should clean up because it just makes your eyes look droopy. Now just adding a highlight color using my M.A.C Skin Finish, Mineralized Skin Finish in Adored. I'm just using that as a brow bone highlight using a angled eyeliner brush, and just using a little bit of product. I don't want to go overboard with my highlight. It just adds a little bit of shimmer to a smoky eye and just helps highlight your brow bones. Now just moving on to eyeliner, using my L'Oreal Super Liner. And as you can see, it is so thin, the brush. It is my favorite felt tip liner that I've come across. And I'm just going to start at the corner of my eye and slowly build up to the edge of my eye. With eyeliner, you just want to start really thin and you can always build it up. It's nothing worse than really over the top thick liner. It's better to take your time and, you know, be really steady than rush and have all zigzag lines and stuff. So now I'm just going to work on my wing. And to get the perfect wing, you just follow your invisible line from your lower lash line to the end of your eyebrow, and that is where your wing should end. If you do any higher, it just makes your eyes sort of really high looking, and then if you do it too low, it makes your eyes look droopy. And I fast forwarded through my other eye and just make sure they're really even. And now I'm going to do my tight line. This is the line opposite to your lower lash line, so it's under your upper lashes. And I just fill that in with my Sigma eyeliner brush. I just think it really polishes off your eyes and it leaves no gaps or anything. Some people don't like doing it. I do. I just think it really polishes an eyeliner and it just leaves you with really thick eyeliner. So as you can see, it looks really thick and everything. And I fast forwarded through my other eye as well, just to save a bit of time. Now onto my face powder. I'm just using my Australis Fresh and Flawless in darkest brown with my Sigma powder brush, and just want to do circular motions with your brush and just make sure you get under your eyes and above your eyebrows and all set. Now I'm going to bronze up with my L'Oreal Glam Bronze Trio in Blonde Harmony, and I'm just using the bronzer obviously and just a bronzer brush from Models Prefer. I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones. I love doing this. I just think it really finishes your face, really does. Gives you really nice shape, accentuating what you already have. And I just love it. Love bronzer. As you can see, it's just really highlighted my cheekbones, and I'm just putting some on my nose, my forehead, and my chin, and some on my neck just to blend it all. Now moving on to blush, I'm just using my e.l.f. blush in something berry, I think it's called, or dewberry or mulberry or something berry. And I'm just using my Sigma angled contour brush and just on my cheekbones and moving upwards towards my top of my ear, just creating a pop of colour. All done. Now moving on to highlighting my cheeks and my cheekbones. Just gives a really pretty shimmery finish. My M.A.C. I'm using this again. It does a lot of different things. My M.A.C. mineralized skin finish. Just highlighting my cheekbones, and I also used that on my eyebrow bone. Now moving on to my mascara. I'm just using my Monaco Fiber Lash Extension Mascara. And just starting off with the mascara end. And I use that first just so my fibers have something to stick onto. I'll just put a little bit on so that my fibers stick onto it better, and just as you can see, it's white, my fibers, so that just really helps extend and lengthen my lashes so they look all furry when you put it on. As you can see, it looks really funny, but then you coat with another coat of mascara and you can just see that it lengthens a lot, and I love this mascara so much. It's amazing. I think I paid like $13 for it. It was on special. I love it. Love, love, love it. And I've used a lot of mascaras, and this would have to be one of the best I've used. As you can see, there's a vast difference with the length of my lashes. And just doing the bottom lashes as well. I like never miss them, just because I really think it helps open your eyes. And just got to be careful not to poke yourself in the eye, obviously. And I fast forwarded through my other eye too, because you've already seen my eye. So here we go, all done. So now moving on to my eyebrows. And I'm just going to be using my Benefit Browsings for this one, and also using just a mascara one to brush them all into place, just so there's no stray hairs. And my Browsings is amazing from Benefit. I've got mine in dark brown, and it just comes with a wax, a tinted wax in the color that you choose, a powder, and the little tiny brushes that you apply the wax and powder with. So I'm just going to start off with the wax using the little angled brush it comes with. The wax is amazing. I love this palette so much. It was $50 in Australia, but I think it's totally worth it. I use it like every day, even on simple makeup, because I think brows really frame your, well, they frame your face. So, you know, my natural eyebrows miss a lot of hairs and they're really sparse. So it's really obvious if I don't use eyebrow stuff. So I think this stuff's amazing. And just going over it with the powder, which helps set the wax. And yeah, I love it. Love, love, love it. It's amazing. And I've done all my brows now. They're quite even. Not too even though, because your what's that saying? Your brows are sisters, not twins. Anyway, moving on to my lips, I'm using CoverGirl Jumbo Lip Crayon in 270. I don't know what colour it is though. Now moving on to my Revlon Colour Burst lip gloss in Gold Dust. I love this lip gloss. It's so pretty and it doesn't go all sticky. So that is all, guys. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. I'll see you next week. Like, rate, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye.